Hello everyone, welcome to Clever Director Python series. I am Manan Thakkar and today in this video we are going to talk about tuple data type in Python. Now before we proceed with tuple related anything, let me just make you to revise one thing. In our previous video, we have seen concept of list type in Python where we have seen what is list. Can we say list is a collection of element which can be of any type. Now in similar way, if I try to define tuple, then also understand tuple is a collection of element of any types. Now at one side, what I said, list is also collection of elements of any type. Tuple is also collection of element of any type. Then understand what is the difference between list and tuple and how this tuple is going to be different from that of list. So let me just make you aware about everything. So first of all, look at this, how you can define tuple. Let's say tuple variable is t1, as I said, which is a collection of element. Now the way in case of list, very first thing, collection of element can displayed in that square bracket, right? Enclosed inside the square bracket. Same way here, collection of element can be enclosed inside parentheses, opening and closing bracket, parentheses, understand? Now let me take same example. Let's say very first element, let's say 1, second one, clever, and let's say third one, 10.3. Look at this. Can we say it is a collection of three element? Very first element of integer type. Second element, look at this, is of string type. And if we observe third element, then can we say it is of floating type of value. So again, this is what? Collection of element of different types. Now, first of all, before we again understand what is difference between list and tuple, first of all, look at this. How can we say this is tuple? Let me just print its type first of all. Print, let's say, type of T1. Right. I forgot to execute this thing. Right. All right. Look at this. Tuple element T1 is of which type? Yes, we can say that is of type tuple type. T1 is of type tuple. Now, the way in case of list, there was a concept of indexing. Understand? The way we have seen concept of indexing, same way in case of tuple also, concept of indexing is there. So can we say this one is stand or it is available at which index? 0th index. This clever is available at index number 1. This 10.3 is available at which index? We can say index 2. Look at this. If I try to display print, let's say T1 index 0. All right. Observe this. Output is value 1. Similar way, if I say 1, so output is, can we say yes, clever. In the same way, if we try to traverse our element of tuple from right to left instead of left to right, then again indexing start from -1 onwards. Look at this. At minus first position 10.3, minus second, clever is there, and so on. Right? So again, indexing concept is same as list concept. Now understand first of all, okay, how this tuple and list both are different. One more thing, as we have seen in case of list, that list is a mutable type of object. And why we call the list as a mutable type of object? Because in case of list, we can perform insertion, updation, deletion related operation. In short, can we say in case of list, we can alter, we can modify size of our list elements. Understand? We can alter size of our list element. But in case of tuple, we are not permitted to alter content of our tuple, which we have already defined. Right? So once we define tuple variable, we are not allowed to perform alteration of element inside tuple. Understand? So obviously, if we cannot alter element inside tuple, so can we say we are not permitted to perform insertion, updation, deletion related operation. right? So this append, extend, all these operations are not going to work in case of tuple. So can we say tuple once defined that become of fixed size? Understand? Whenever we define tuple, tuple will become of fixed size. Why it become fixed size? Because we are not permitted to perform insertion, updation, deletion kind of operation. If we are not able to perform such kind of operations, obviously we are not in a situation to modify its size, right? So can we say once defined tuple variable become of fixed size? Now look at this. Let me just specify size of this tuple t1. So the way in case of list, len function was there and it was working fine, means to calculate total size, total number of element inside tuple. Same in the way we have seen in case of list. Similar way, len we are going with tuple also. So if I write it down len of t1, so can we say we are going to get total number of element available inside tuple t1. All right, look at this. Fine. Now let me just try to modify, but before I modify, let me take same thing in the case of list also, so you will be able to understand in a proper manner. Let's say you have one more element, let's say that is list, right? So look at this. Now you have L1 as a list variable, T1 as a tuple variable. Both are having same values. Now if I write it down, let's say L1 of 1, let's say equals to director, right? So can we say we are performing updation operation over my list element? All right, look at this. Yes, without error it is working fine. If I just try to display, let's say print L1, look at this. Clever is replaced with director. But if I try to do same thing in case of tuple, then what will happen? Look at this. Instead of L1, if I take tuple variable, let's say T1, and if I try to perform operation over here, then look at the situation. See, tuple object does not support item assignment, means you cannot perform such kind of updation operation. Understand? Similar way, if I want to insert any element in case of list, let's say if I try to insert, let's say L1 dot insert, right? L1 dot insert. Let's say at 0th element, I am trying to insert, let's say Python. Yes, it is going to work fine in case of list. Look at this, at 0th index, we have inserted Python. But if I try to do same thing, then look at this, T1 dot. See, even I try to just show you all the available options. Look at this. Then also that, see, insert option is not at all available over here. See, so can we say insert function is not available over here? If I try to perform insertion in case of tuple, then see, tuple object has no attribute insert. So see, we cannot perform insertion, updation, deletion, or any kind of operation with the help of which we can alter element inside tuple. As we are not permitted to alter size of tuple, right? We are not permitted to perform insertion, updation, deletion kind of operation. Tuple is called as immutable type of object. The way list is a mutable type of object, remember tuple is a immutable type of object. But still, let's say if we are thinking to alter, let's say, or perform any kind of, let's say, deletion operation or kind of operation with tuple, then what we supposed to do or how can we perform? Look at this. Let me take one more. Let's say tuple t2 equals to, let's say, very first, let me take Python. Let's say very next one, let's say Java. Fine. All right. Let me take, let's say, C sharp. Fine. Let's say one more PHP and let's say Android. Right. So I have created, let's say, this T2 tuple. Look at this. If I print T2, right? So we have taken one new tuple having, sorry, I have taken list over here. Huh? Let me take it tuple. Fine. All right. If I take tuple T2, right? Then tuple T2 is having how many elements? Look at this. Here it contains total 5 elements. Now, if we try to perform, if we try to perform, let's say, deletion operation. Let's suppose I want to delete this element, means element at index which 2. Let's say because this Python is available at index 0, Java is available at index 1, C Sharp is available at index 2. So let's say I want to remove, let's say, element at index 2. Then how can I do? Look at this. I can implement something like this. Let's say T2 equals to T2, right? Let's say 0 colon 2. Means starting from index 0 up to what? 2 minus 1. So can we say 0 to 1? Means this is going to hold which elements? Let's say Python and Java, because starting from 0 up to 2 minus 1 means up to 1. So 0 and 1. It is going to hold only 2 elements. As we are not interested for the element which is available at second index. So what should I do? Let me go ahead with index from 3. If you wish, then you can specify ending index. Otherwise, it will take by default as a end of your all the element inside your tuple. All right. Look at this. Now, fine. See what I have done. Right? Now T2 is having how many elements? We can say 4 elements. C sharp is not available. So can we say what we have done in this case? We have performed a concatenation of 2 tuples. Observe, we have performed a concatenation of 2 tuples. And what we have done? We have stored same thing inside, let's say T2. We have stored the same thing inside T2. So what is going to happen over here? T2 will be treated, as we know that Python is an interpreted language. In every line, whatever statement we are going to execute, whatever modification we are performing in case of that particular element variable, that will be treated as a newer variable, right? So what is going to happen? Now T2 is going to be treated as a something new variable, right? Having what? Values with concatenation of 2 more tuples, right? So what will happen? This new tuple will get created. What we have done, we have given name T2 only. So previous tuple T2 will get replaced with newer tuple T2, and it is going to hold how many elements? 4 elements, right? Similar way, if you wish, let's say T3 equals to, let's say, T2. All right, fine. If I do something like this, let's say print, let's say T3, fine. So see, assignment operation is permittable, because what we have done, we have not modified size of T3 or T2. We have created a new element T3, which is holding all the element which is there in T2. Understand? Right? So assignment operation is also permitted. Now if we are again thinking to add, let's say, two more element, let's say at, let's say, index this. So can we say, let's say T2 equals to, look at this, can I write against T2? Now it is holding how many elements? T2 is holding only 4 elements, let's say 0 1. Let me take 0 1 as it is. So starting from 0 up to 1 means I need to go up to 2. Plus, as I said, concatenation of tuple is possible. So let me take, let's say, C sharp, fine, and let me take any another programming language, let's say X++ or C++, whatever you wish, right? Let's say, let me take X++ accept a language, fine. Plus, what should I do? Let's say T2, starting from, because we have taken 0 and first element, because it is up to 2 minus 1. So we have taken starting from 0. So 0, 1 we have taken. Now I want these 2 element also. So can I say I need to go ahead from second and up to end, or up to third? So 2 colon, let's say end. Let's observe output in this case. Fine. Print, let's say P2. All right. Look at this. We have inserted ultimately, right? Inserted 2 element inside that tuple, right? But we have ultimately created what? Again, newer tuple over here by performing assignment operation, right? Where we have taken usage of what? Concatenation of multiple tuples. Understand? So concatenation of multiple tuple is possible. Assignment operation is also possible in case of tuple. But if we are performing directly insert, updation, deletion, so that is not going to be possible. That's why tuple is called as the immutable type of object. Now, as we have seen in case of tuple, len is there, right? Print, let's say, again, let me take len of P2. Yes, it is going to perform fine. Same way, we can have, let's say, print, let's say, minimum of, fine, let's say, minimum of P2, right? So look at this, what is going to happen? Fine, Android, it is taking base upon A to Z. Same way, if I try to perform, let's say, maximum from, fine, see, x plus plus, right? Max element, right? Basically, this is useful whenever we are dealing with numerical type of value. Still, I have tried with this string type of value also. All right, fine. Now look at this. Let me just print again P2. Make you aware about one more thing. Let's say print P2. Fine. The way in case of, let's say, list, we have iterated over list element, right? To display element one by one. Same way in case of tuple also for I in P2, right? Let's say print I. Fine. We are displaying all the element one by one. This is how also you can iterate for I in range. Let's say 0 colon len of, let's say, P2. Print, let's say, P2 of I. See, this is how also you can iterate element by taking index. Look at this. Fine. Right. So this is how we can perform basic operation along with tuple. Right. I hope concept of list as well as tuple both should have been clear to you. If you have any query related to tuple, right, then you can write it down in my comment section. But remember just two things, huh? In case of list, it is collection of element. Tuple, collection of element of any type. Indexing concept is there in list also, it is there in tuple also. List is a mutable type of object, tuple is a immutable type of object. In case of list, insertion, updation, deletion kind of operation is possible. In case of tuple, no such kind of facilities are there. Fine. So list is having more functionalities, more features compared to that of tuple. All right. So this is what we can say in case of tuple. Thank you for joining Clever Director. Have a good day.